Come on now. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Hey, there we go. We're live, I think. Yeah. How is everybody doing? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. It is Tuesday again, which means we are playing some retro games, and we are finishing up. I'd like to say finishing up. Maybe a few more streams left in Link's Awakening, and then we're going to go to Super Metroid, I believe. But if you are new here, this is my retro gaming space. So if you like this sort of content, please subscribe or consider subscribing. I guess you'll have to see, if you're new here, how this is gonna go. So you are in for a treat today because the Eagle Tower is a love-hate relationship. And I am sweating before we even start today because the Eagle Tower I have a lot of fond memories of. This particular dungeon in Link's Awakening for being quite the pain in the ass. So I have nothing else to say about this. We're gonna get right to it because it is bound to be very confusing. That was weird. That was my retro from when I did a Star Fox. By the way, check out playlists. I have playlists of all sorts of retro games that I have played here on this channel. You are looking at my face. I will switch back to the game cam in just 1 second. What I wanted to show you guys, for those who are new here, I play my retro games. When it's not this happens to be a remake of a retro game, but when it's not, I play on this old school CRT TV. It's as old as I am, and I have built this cart that's behind me. I've got, this is my house DVD. Someone asked me, I've got a Dr. House, great show. It has nothing to do with this channel, but the point was that I have built this retro cart, and it plays old consoles, my Sega Genesis, my Nintendo 64, my Nintendo Wii. I've got an old Xbox I need to fix up, but I've also got a working VCR, working DVD player, and I can watch just about anything. My focus is going all loopy on my camera. All right, one of these days, it's gonna get back where it needs to be. What is going on? This thing hunts. My lighting has all changed a bit. But I've got Star Wars Rogue Squadron on the Nintendo 64. I try to play something in the back here in my background to kind of show you guys where I'm coming from and all of this stuff that I've pulled out of storage a couple months ago, and I decided to just go ham on my retro gaming channel. So, if these games are not on the playlist in my channel, which again there are many, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, huge Zelda fan, you can request the sorts of games that I have put up here on my list, or other games, but we have sort of an order we're going through. But let's get right back to our game screen. I hope you guys like this this sort of window kind of setup. Just a couple of people have asked, it's like, hey, what's that background on? That is the map, but it's not the map of this game in particular. It is the Nintendo DX, which was the color version, not the Nintendo DX, sorry, the Nintendo Game Boy Link's Awakening DX, which was a remade color version in 1998, I believe, of the original. We are playing the 2019 version, so it's kind of all wrapped up. But the background, if you're watching this probably on mobile, the background is the full map of the 1998 color version. So I think it's a very fitting retro looking background for this. And I have always loved the start of this 2019 remake. It's very Studio Ghibli-esque. Another thing that I greatly appreciate, as I'm sure many of you do. Okay, let's get started. We have already played Link to the Past on this channel, so those are some games I'm sure many of you will want to check out. I have also done playthroughs of Ocarina of Time, and I have had, the game is so beloved that I have a few subscribers who want me to do yet another live stream of Ocarina of Time, and I may do that. I did promise some Metroid, Super Metroid specifically after this one, and but we will definitely be doing Ocarina of Time. That is my favorite game of all time. And let's go. Let's listen to this. The music in here cannot be spoken about enough. So let me show you what items I've got. I have fully increased my magic powder to 40. There's only 2 items left to get in this game. One of which I guess is another bottle. Items in the item list. Of course, there are upgrades to like tunics and things like that, but we will talk about that later. Eagle Tower. The music here is very eerie, very mystifying, very what the hell is gonna happen next type of vibes. There are all sorts of directions to go in. I do not want to be hit by a like. Alright, we have a key, just like that. Couple of likes. By the way, this is an anti-fairy officially. If I had another bottle, then I would probably fill it with a fairy. You use your magic powder on it, and you can make it be a fairy that you can catch. So for now, we already have this door here. We're gonna go ahead and open it. Now, this is a dungeon that you're absolutely gonna want to talk. You're gonna want to use your markers. This is a suggestion I've made since the beginning of this game. It is not a feature that you could do on the original Game Boy version, which, in my opinion, makes the older versions much harder to deal with. But I like to do, you know, whatever stair pops you into a place, the other stair pops you out of. You want to use the same marker, because this map is going to be riddled with markers by the time we're done with this dungeon. So we want to know where we pop out at. So I just put one there, which of course means we're on the second floor, and we're going to use a heart in the same location. Okay, so we've already have a crystal situation where that needs to be opened. This side is orange, so let's go this way. And I do remember, let's move this out of the way first, or we're going to have to take this with us. Now, we don't know this yet. I want to just put it down, but there's no put down button. There's only a button to throw this thing. So if you kind of aim it so that you're going to be able to make your way. So this lever pulls it, and I think we had a similar lever like this in Link to the Past. There was a room where it did the same thing, so we're going to walk ourselves through. Now, here's the thing about this. You don't know this yet. The owl is going to let you know of this. But as you can see, this column here looks partially broken. It looks like it's about to come down. So I'm going to let you know right off the bat to do this. Let's not get hit by stuff along the way. So part of this tower is going to be taking down these columns, these towers, so that the top of the tower is accessible. And I believe there are 4, if not 5 of these. So there's one. Again, you're not supposed to technically know this just yet, but we're gonna make our way toward getting all this done. Now here is something else. I almost fell off just there. Here is another tower. So the first couple are sort of straightforward because you can kind of see where things are going. So we're gonna throw this ball, and you gotta also be very careful that you don't do this the wrong way, that you don't cause the ball to have to be reset. Oh, I forgot about that as well. So you have sections here where you're going to actually need to do this on purpose. We're going to go across. We are already here, even if by accident. We're going to go ahead and do this because I don't know where it's going to take us. We're going to eventually have to deal with all of this. These little Moldorm offsprings. Alright, another set of stairs. Now we're going to use a different marker. We're going to use a spade for that one. Alright, we have seen this puzzle before. This was actually in the very first dungeon. So, whatever you hit... Okay, so heart. What comes just before heart? I think it was a club. So we're going to wait for the club, and then smack the thing. Club. Hit it. Nice, we have it. This was harder in the original, because I like to point out stuff across the original versions versus this. In this game, and I've mentioned it before, there's 8 directional sword swiping, meaning you can hit up, down, left, right, and the diagonals as well. In the original, kind of like Link to the Past, you only had left, right, up, down, which means not only were you not able to swipe in that direction, you couldn't move in that direction. You had to, you know, if you wanted to go diagonal, you had to go over and up. You couldn't cheat in diagonal directions. But what that means is that simple puzzles like this were just that much harder. So that's a thing. Let's go this way. I literally have no idea where we're going right now. If you lose the ball, which we did because we fell down, then you have to find a way back around. So this tower, this Eagle Tower in general, is very unforgiving in that fashion. So we left the ball there and we fell down, but we sort of did it in a good way. I'm gonna be honest with you, completely accidentally. Although you have to do that on purpose when you've actually sorted how the tower goes. So if you make your way across and you have already left this cannonball or whatever there, and you just be very careful about throwing this across. If it falls down a hole, you gotta reset, and it starts in that same room where you have the pull lever. So we're gonna hit that thing. Alright, we're gonna take this with us because I don't know where the next one's gonna be. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna throw this across, but only because I know eventually it's going to be over there. I don't know if it's going to save the fact that I have thrown this cannonball here. But we have nothing else we can do in this room, so we may as well see where else this is going to take us. Here's another tricky part, again, in the same game because of the reason I mentioned before. Pickle and Quez, hey, how's it going? Remake looks good. Yeah, it's a very fun game. Super fun. I think there are a lot of quirks about the old game that were ironed out in this game. Of course, people will love the classic. I love the classic. Oh, since you are new here, I don't know why I called you Pickle. Epic Legend Quest. That's just amazing. I want to show you this only because I have not seen your name before. You love the original as well. I've got... Bear with me here. This little Game & Watch is... Let me see if it will actually focus. Yeah. This thing is incredible. And this is playing Link's Awakening, the original 1993 version. So all of the stuff that I was kind of talking about is in this, you know, of course, this game. And even the little intro and everything. This thing is amazing. So I highly recommend these for those of you in the audience who, if you don't have Nintendo Switch Online, or if you just want something that's handheld like this, but getting access to like a Game Boy or a Game Boy Color is difficult, these little Game & Watches came out in 2021, and not only does it have Link's Awakening, but it's got the original Zelda. It's got Zelda 2, which is notoriously difficult, and then there's another weird little mini game that's like a version of the game Vermin from way back in like the 80s. And but this is a really great way to be able to play this on the run without you know, destroying your bank account, because these are pretty accessible. USB charge, and it's got the original game. That's a USB-C port, by the way. And listen to that. I love the little 8-bit. Anyway, real quick, wanted to show you guys that. There's also Mario versions of this, so super cool. I know I'm on a bit of a tangent here. Oh, it's got some charge. There's a Super Mario Bros. Version, which also has like Mario 2, the original Super Mario Bros. But anyway, these little things are amazing. I think you can still find them on like, you know, Amazon, eBay, and whatnot. But let's get back to the game. So we've got the orange crystal things. These blocks are up. The blue ones are down. Now we don't yet have a map. And it does keep track of the cannonball. Now, I don't remember in the original game if it keeps track of the cannonball, because that would be super useful. Where are we going now? There's a set of stairs here that we couldn't reach. And we don't have keys yet, so we're gonna try to essentially make our way back around to the front of the dungeon because we haven't really done anything there. Oh, are these up? Of course they're up, just to make things more difficult. This eerie music. Did I ignore this thing? Or did I already do these? No, I completely ignored this section. Okay, so you can absolutely, I'm gonna label these stairs real quick. Like I was talking about before. So we're up to diamond. And then before that BMOS hits me, we're gonna label that with a diamond as well. Oh, the shield doesn't even stop that. That is great. If you jump out of his vision, he doesn't see you. Interesting. You can jump out of his way. That is actually awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, here's where we encounter a little Kirby situation. He got me. I think what you're supposed to do is actually run into this guy. Or you can hit him like a million times. There is a... Oh, it's pointing at that chest that's in the top corner, which is technically above me. Okay. Something's going on there. That is not normal. Okay. This, I believe, takes you to where we dropped in the first time. So, like, there's a lot of stuff happening here in terms of how confusing do you want to make a dungeon that is technically 2D, that allows you to go several levels, change the levels that you're looking at by changing crystals, and all of that. So every single aspect of this dungeon has... Oh, that's like the original Gibdos, which are super... They take a lot of health. Okay, we were in this room before. We're gonna use our powder here because we were already losing out on some health. That freaking Kirby room got me. Okay, so we were talking about the beginning of the dungeon. That's this way. Now, we didn't go up. I'm pretty sure this just connects you... Yep, connects you to this other side. Gibdos take so much. Yeah. Alright, so here's one of those puzzles where... I don't know if that's going to actually... I don't think there is a way across. You have to make your way across through a different section of the map. None of these push out of the way or do anything like that. Obviously a hookshot would not be useful here. Alright. Okay, down and across it is. Alright, so we completely ignored the left side of this dungeon. Let's go this way. Was there another one of those? Usually they come in pairs. Okay, another set of stairs. We are past diamond now, so this is going to be a club. Do I want to go there yet? Okay, so all that's telling me is that there's a way over and across. I believe this just connects to the other room. where the Kirby thing was. Yeah. Am I forgetting something? Is there some other way to do this? Magic powder doesn't do anything. How about we feed him a bomb? That seems to work. Do bombs work? I want him to just like eat up that bomb. Okay, apparently bombs work. That's good to know. This looks like the room we were in before, but is it? It is. Okay. But these are now... I can go to the other side just by doing this. So if you... Here's a cool trick. Because these are Mario enemies, if you jump on them, you always get a heart. If you use your sword, you don't get anything. So interesting way to treat that. If you remember that Mario only jumps on stuff, unless you have a fireball situation. There's no other way to get rid of that enemy. Okay. All of these, every single one of these, are confusing. Okay, we did not go upstairs. That's just that room. Okay. We did mark this with a club. Alright. Do I want to take that door because it's just going to take me where we already know? Oh, I hate these dudes. These are even worse. I'm literally just going to attack until my heart's content here. No! Oh, he's going to throw me in the hole. Got him. And now, is this going to be a point? The spin attack on Kirby, there's some enemies. That's the only attack. Well, yeah. I tried the spin attack, or maybe I didn't do it successfully, but I also had no idea that bombs would work there. So that's good to know as well. Okay, we have another one of these. Okay, what's just before club? Spade? Got it. Now, does the top of that actually connect? I don't know. By the way, thank you, Jay, for joining us. I'm going to take this with me because I believe if I throw it that way, there's another piece on that side. There's another tower on that side. Now, how are we going to get over there? I don't actually know. Yeah, there's a tower thing on that side. We have to make our way over there. Now, it looks like that's bombable. Just looking at the way the wall looks there. And that section's annoying because how are we going to reach it? Now, here's a cool trick. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can actually, I don't think it's going to go across, but if you use your items at the same time, this was a glitch apparently. I don't remember who told me this, but this was a glitch from a previous game and they just kept it in. So if you hit both of these at the same time, your arrow and your bomb, you can shoot a bomb. I just hurt myself. But you can shoot a bomb arrow, and I didn't know this for the longest time. I think I must have done it by accident. I put maybe a bomb down and then shot it with an arrow. And if you do it quick enough in succession, I guess it works. Or you press them together at the same time and bam, you got a bomb arrow. That is just amazing. Love it. We're going to have a hard time getting over there. We haven't been to that side. We have a key to get over there. Was that this one here? I'm assuming it was. So what are we up to? Circle? Okay, we need the crystal down now. So we need to find... I guess there's one right in this room, so that's gonna work. Let's use my boomerang so I'm not using every stinking... all of my resources here. True J, yeah. Okay, I think I did just ignore that section. I think we're gonna go back and not ignore this because I need to pop up here. Nothing there. Alright. Okay. Can I throw my boomerang at that? The other option would be throw a bomb at it, so I can go up there and collect whatever that is. Love this music. This is my second favorite music, and that's hard to do. My first one was the Face Shrine, which was prior to this, and I gave my reasons in that. If you are wanting to check those out, the playlist for every live stream I've done is on here, Epic Legend. We're gonna throw a bomb over there, because I don't know how else we're going to be able to get over there. There we go. Alright, we're dropping in. We're gonna grab this thing. Oh, we got the mirror shield. You can turn back beams. Hell yeah. I actually completely forgot that that was gonna be the mirror shield. We have a mirror shield. I looked up Kirby and apparently the sword is useless. Bomb arrow glitch came from DX. Nice. Good to know. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have worked in the original because you only had... I guess it could have worked in the original. Yeah, you still had your A and B button, but that's all you had. But, yeah. Okay, have we gone... The room north of me is the one with the lever in this corner, and you grab the ball to get across, so I don't think I'm going to go there. We have to figure out how to get through here. Is it just from this room? Is that what this bombable wall is? I bet you that's what it is. So this is the hallway. So I threw this across from down here. You throw this across, and there is a way, if you accidentally catch the wall, it ruins your entire progress, and you have to start all the way over in this room. That sucks so bad. So we have thrown this across, but this here is a bombable wall. And obviously I don't have access from this side, so it's going to have to be from here. So I'm assuming this room will get me there. We're going to have to try that. Now, we never took this door because I didn't think we needed to go that way, but that may be our way around. So let's just head back. This crystal is currently up, the orange side. So it may be a case of same thing is put a bomb here so I can walk across. Yeah. So, we're going to make our way over until we know the blue crystals are up, or the blue blocks are up. I don't need to do this again. So, this is what I'm talking about. That wall right there is bombable. And there's only seemingly one way up there. And it's going to be through this room. Did we never label these? Did we not take this set of stairs? We did take this set of stairs. Why didn't we open that chest? Oh, it's because we need to have those access to those from the other side. Okay. In that case, we are going to take... You can't reverse through this wall. Oh, it's one of these. See, this diagonal feature means that you can just chill here for a while. And that used to not be the case. There was no diagonal at all. You had to pick left or right. Alright. And this is the room I was talking about. So there's going to be a bomb right here. You can see the wall, the way it looks, but also you can have a look on the map. So if we have access to this room now, and there's a bombable wall here. That pops us in here. So now we've got a hook shot, and we have a way across. It's giving you bombs now that you've already used the bombs, of course. And there we have it. That is number 3. Rule number 1 in Zelda, always break everything. Except that one time where you had to use a ceramic pot to break open a treasure chest. It's like the one time they used that mechanic, and I don't know why they would do that again. Okay, is there a way to hit the... I believe we're up to number 4, the 4th tower here. So I have not even located where the 4th tower is, by the way. Or have I? Did I just completely skip it by accident? We also went through and I forgot to label this thing again. So what are we up to? We're past circle, we're into triangle, and I haven't labeled the other side of those stairs. Freaking Eagle Tower. Let's take this with us simply because it's annoying to have to do this again. I'm gonna mess this up. It always happens. Oh! Yep, messed it up. You can't even... I hate when that happens. Is there any possible way to get that to... Nope. You can't hit it with anything? I don't think. It's like stuck on a pixel. It is stuck. We are stuck on a pixel. Alright. There's no way around either. This is crazy. How do you get back around? None of these just like pop over or anything. Does this move? No. Yo, this is hilarious. There isn't actually a way around here. You can't make that jump either, can you? There's no way you can make that jump. Am I literally stuck in this room? None of these move over, do they? This is funny. There's no way to make that jump because it wouldn't make sense. If you could make the jump, you wouldn't need the hook shot to get across, right? So you just fall? Okay, I guess that's the answer. You fall down. Okay, we're gonna go this way. And actually, we're gonna reset. Resetting resets all the hearts and all the things that you can pick up in ceramic pots and enemies and stuff like that. So there's our good friend the chicken. Okay. Amazing stuff. So I know that the ball is going to be... It's in level 2, and it's back on its little pedestal in the room where you pull the lever and you have to make your way before these 2 blocks close up. So we've got to locate... There's a treasure chest here, which was either crystals that were covering it, or we need to locate where the last tower actually is. So I think the towers are actually these markers, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I'm trying to think. That was definitely a tower, and so was this first one. This one was as well. That looks like it was just a block. Maybe this is a tower, and that was a crystal. So I don't know. The labeling on this map is a little strange because that would be a little more helpful if they were actually, I don't know, either a different color or something. I'm gonna place my bet on it's being one of these because of just the position that it's in is super annoying. So let's make it back to the cannonball room because we still never went on that other side where there's a treasure chest. And this is where all the shenanigans happen with the Oh, of course it got me. I was in midair. So they won't take your mirror shield. Are they scared of mirror shields? So the heart would get me into that room. Okay, so we have to take the stairs that are over here. Alright, we're gonna pick this up first. It's funny, we still don't have the beak. Not that at this point it would probably just be the owl telling you, hey, knock down all the towers. Well, we've already done 3 out of 4 of them, and I think we're on our way to doing the last one. Ooh, it's gonna crush me. Does that crush you? I feel like it would. I'm gonna ignore. As soon as I said ignore, I got hit. I guess we never did this. Okay, so if you weren't here for the last time we did this puzzle, they were supposed to work like, okay, that one moves to the right, which means you have to stand in such a way that will move it to the right. So the black one is going to go to the right, and I don't know yet about this one. I'm going to have to use my magic powder on that thing because it's just annoying me right now. Yeah, that one moved left. Let's use our magic powder. Tired of that thing. This one moved to the right, so it's gonna have to work from this side. Or I suppose I could throw it from this side. That's my left. That's not gonna work. That means I'm gonna have to stand on this block, and I don't have it open just yet. I think theoretically I could also do the other side. Nope, you can't. So that's what's annoying about this one. The crystal has to be down so you can stand here, because if you get any one of these, then it's blocking you from being able to throw it onto the other side. That's not supposed to happen. If you stand just shy to the left, it won't actually match that spot. Even though in real chess it's supposed to be over 2 and up 1, I found that 3 away actually is easier to do. Okay, now we have the map, and we've kind of already solved all this, haven't we? Wow, there's an entire 3rd floor we haven't touched. Okay. I'm a lot further than I thought. But I think most of it is going to just be down to, getting the tower down, and then that just like opens up the entire dungeon for you. So here is the question, is how would you jump diagonally here? Or do you make this jump here? Well, I guess that was my answer. So, if you go across, now we already did all of this. But what you're supposed to do is, let's see. I don't think you can go through there, so we're gonna have to go back. Irreplaceable items never get eaten in Zelda games. Maybe the mirror shield is too hard. Yeah, you're right. I think I may have screwed myself here by doing that. We're going to put this... Now, this is like a precarious thing. I need to go around to push that block out of the way, but if I leave the ball right here, it's gonna push it out of the way in a way that I can't get it. So you have to like leave it right there to where it's not too far that you can still grab it. So in order to make our way around, what are we doing here? You can jump diagonal in the original. Are you sure? I'd have to check. I guess I literally have the Game & Watch right there. Yeah, that diagonal jump would still be kind of rough to do. Like, once you're in the air, I suppose, it will allow you... Okay. So we have to make it to that side of the room and make our way across. That's what I sort of remember here. Or you can also fall down, I guess. If you fall down on these spikes, it will let you go around. But do I want to test that, or do I want to go this way? Ah, those are up. The crystal block is up. So yeah, we're gonna go this way. You fall down. And now you have a way over this way. Now I'm pretty sure there's a green section we haven't done yet. Why did I say green? I meant orange. This is the wrong way. Or is it? No, that's your way around. It's a different way around, but it should work. Freaking Gibdos. No, that will not work. That is what is constantly tricky about these. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This gets you back up this way. Okay, now we have access to this. I may need to press that button down so I can get across. We're gonna use the boomerang. Yes, so the orange is down so I have access to it. These never have anything in them, do they? No. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of turned around right now as to which way I should be going, but I think I'm going the right way so that I can go around this room. So if I go through the irreversible door and then take a right and then make my way through this room so that I can go around, one of these should be the last tower. I can grab the ball and just go around. Let's try to do that. Also, I never labeled this, and I know I needed the block down. Yeah, that's gonna happen from the other side, but while we're here, was it a dime? Was it a... I just forgot what it was, what I labeled it as. A triangle. Okay, we're gonna label it as a triangle. This is to keep myself sane. Why did I label it as a club? That must have been an error from before. Don't know why I did that. Okay, there. Okay, that is the tower. Okay, so I think we've solved it here. So if you leave that in just the right spot, you can move this, and there you have it. Now our problem is you've got to make your way around. And by around, I mean don't hurt yourself. Alright, club. What's before club? Spade. Spade. We got it. I did not need to do that at all. Okay, we just needed to make our way across. Okay, here's where I have screwed things up royally before. So we're just gonna throw this thing across, but I don't want it caught on a pixel. I don't want it to fall down, and I don't want to get too close to this block that it hits the right and falls into that hole. That would be a nightmare. And you can't go across, so we've got to go back around. Okay. You have to go all the way around. Or was there some other shorter way that I'm just too stupid to see? Nope, I have blocked myself out. We're gonna go this way. It's the long way around, but that's how I see it. And my brain is mush. And that is okay. As long as you have a plan, I guess it can't be that dumb. We are essentially going to make our way, was it to the left? It was that way around. No, okay, now I'm confused. Stick it out with me. Have some faith. Alright, we need to make our way over there, but the only way around is this way. And ironically enough, we still don't have the beak. Okay, can I make that jump? I don't need to make that jump. If I make that jump, I actually screw myself, don't I? Because I need to make my way across first. It's just the longest way around. You can do it. Oh no, I'm extra stupid. I think I was just in this room before. Yeah. Nope. I went full R-word on that one. Because we have to make our way across in the other direction. Not that way. Hopefully you're learning with me. Okay, I can't go that way either. I need the block to not be in my way. So I guess I do need to go across there. Go all the way over this way, hit the crystal. Now I can make my way around. Back into the room with the lever. Don't fall down. That would be a mistake. No, I did everything absolutely backwards. Okay, we're gonna fall in here. I think this should work too because I've changed the direction of the blocks in this room. Now I can go across. Yes, that's what I wanted. So from here I can go across. Those never give me anything. Okay, we're gonna go through the reversible door, the non-reversible door. We're gonna get hit 12 times by a deck of cards. Why is it stuck over there? Okay. Okay, just to make sure I thoroughly confuse myself. Yay, we made it. Bam, is that number 4? Yes, it is, because we get a little movie. Down with the tower. Lots of backtracking around this thing. Okay, so if I remember correctly, now you just literally go outside and you can have access to the boss, except you need a key to get up there. So, what do we have now that we didn't have before? Does the mirror shield get me out of whatever this room is? Because in that case, we're going to go back to this circle. We can't go back through here, so we're going to have to make our way to the right and down. No, actually, we have to go all the way around. It is crazy. So here's a thing I've talked about in other Zelda videos, and you guys can elaborate on this since you guys are all Zelda fans as well. But to me, the difficulty of a Zelda game has nothing to do with like the fight being harder. Surely there are fights that are hard, but the difficulty is in how long the route is, or how much you have to backtrack to access one key, or the locked door to which that key actually has its function. So, you know, when you play the first dungeon in a Zelda game, it's just basically teaching you, okay, key goes to door, door gets you into next room, eventually you get an item, the item, in a lot of cases, you use against the boss. In this dungeon, holy crap, there's so much backtracking and understanding how the mechanics of like several doors, or how a floor interacts with a different floor. And in this aspect of the game, the key, which is going to be our eventual master key or nightmare key for the boss, is going to be just so far away in a section we have never been in. And that is what increases difficulty. So it's a really good design in terms of how can you make a game difficult without actually having to really change how the combat is, for example, how all of that is laid out. So, can we go around that way? I think I don't have access to this section. We're gonna walk that way. I should be thinking about all this stuff. Of course I fell. Because why wouldn't I? I believe there's a way across, because if these are... We don't have this, and we haven't been up here yet. But the reason we don't have this is because the blocks are down. And I don't remember what color block is down. So, if we do make our way across... Let's go for it. Let's see where it leads us. One of these rooms, yeah. That was the one. Of course, there's the beak that we no longer need. And since we've accessed this room in a different way than before, let's figure out if anything over here has changed. Nope. Just that section. Does that work? Wow, the boomerang works. Okay, it took like 4 hits, but technically that works. Okay, what have we not done on this side? I don't think anything on this side. I think this is just so that you understand that there are different routes you can take. Let's see. We're back on the first floor. The diamond would give us access to that diamond. And none of those are connected to the circle that we need. Now, why do I say circle? Am I missing something? Yeah. The circle gave us those access points, so we need to get to that circle, but how do we get there? How do I remove this pin? What side is that ladder on? It feels like it's above something in this room. This is the room, that's the crystal right there, and we kept throwing the ball over and you can't have access over these. So was it up onto this platform? I'm trying to think aloud here. Jump off the floor above to reach the chest on the table. Chest on the table. Okay, it may be talking about something over in this room, but we don't have access to that floor yet. Did we just completely invalidate this thing? I think we may have. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs. Okay, we don't need to be in here. Not even a little bit. Oh, of course I wasn't aiming the right way. Cool. Would it be useful to go across here? Let's try that just to see. I know we've gone this way. Have we gone to the northern section? There's 2 ways to get across. Does that spade get us anywhere that we need? Just there. I'm having so much trouble finding my way to the circle room. We need to just get to the heart. I'm assuming if we just get ourselves to the heart, we get back to that room and then we go down and we figure it out. That's the room we've accessed a million times, where the crystals in this room dictate whether you can go into this room or not. So let's try to do that. And we're on the wrong floor for that. So we need... That does not connect. So it needs to be over and down. Let's just pop in here. Thank you. So this was my question earlier, is this kind of looks like the section here, where there's like a platform. I know it's on the other side of the map, but... Can't go across that way. I just screwed myself, didn't I? Okay, we'll just go this way. That should work. I'm really hoping. Okay, these are the heart stairs. That's what we wanted. And we want to go down. Let's see. Before I push those... Is it those stairs right there? These stairs go to that room. Okay. So it is that set of stairs. Let me... Just in case I mess something up. Let's do that. And I may have screwed myself. I don't know what's on the other side of the circle. So if we have to go back around, I guess we can. Okay, I chose correctly. Because I need the orange down just to be able to get in this room. Okay, so we never went either way, actually. Why did we not go either way here? That's really odd. Okay. There is the key there, which of course we don't have access to. There's a freaking slug for some reason. Oh, come on. Gonna make me wait again. Okay, just for that. Here we go. Okay, so it's just a roundabout way of doing that. Alright, we're gonna go to the right this time. Apparently, we didn't do this entire thing. I don't remember this guy. You think you can take me? Alright, boys, get this punk out of my face. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I can't hit him. You're gonna have to do better than that. If you leave even one alive, I can keep bringing more buddies to help. Here goes. Okay. So I have to hit every single one of those. Okay. What direction? Oh, you gotta memorize their directions. Or I guess maybe I could sit in the corner of this room and do it that way. Oh, he hit me anyway. Freak. He got me. That was an accident. Somehow I did that. Okay, that was weird. That was absolutely an accident. I didn't think I hit them all, but the game decided that I did. You guys can go back and view that and see what happened, because I don't know. Alright, we now have access to the blue point, and that's going to take us to the beginning of the dungeon. Excellent. Alright, let's go this way. There is apparently something in here. Always good to line these back up. Alright, treasure chest. And there we have it. He doesn't tell you in the original. Oh, you mean he doesn't tell you that you have to take them all out, and if you miss one. But that's what I'm saying, though, is the game decided that I'm pretty sure I got hit. I was swinging my sword just to make sure I got all of them, and I feel like I missed, but it still gave me, it still said that I took them out, so. Okay, I'm gonna hate myself if I don't press this crystal, but what do I need it for? I think I locked myself out of the green section. I don't have anything else to do in here, do I? There's a section to the left. Let's go that way. Was it a key that I needed? Okay. It's orange. So just as I suspected. Nice. Oh, freak. Okay, there's 2 entrances into this room. And I don't have a key. So, I'm not liking that. Broke that guy, but I can't get across, so now I need that side down. This is not going to do anything, of course, because I don't have a key. So the bird told me I mean, I have this key to get in here, but isn't that just going to take me directly into the boss? Do I not need something else? I guess I just take the bat that hit you, didn't fly off the screen, so you hit each other. Okay. I guess you went back and saw that, because it looked to me like I completely missed. In fact, I thought I missed more than once. So, oh well, accidents happen, I guess. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the key. Oh, I need to jump on these guys because I need a couple hearts. There you go. I'm going to save because I'm a coward. Alright, we're going to go this way. Okay. I remember being utterly confused about this, but if you look, there's a block here and a block there to help you get all the way across. I'm not gonna do it yet because I'm pretty sure this takes you directly to the boss. Let's go north first, just because I'm curious as to what that thing's gonna give me. I don't know if I need it, but we're gonna find out. Okay, so this is like a similar thing. Okay, so which way is it gonna throw? Okay, this one goes to the right. I'm guessing this one is gonna go annoyingly to my... It goes left. This is what I was saying before. So in real chess, I would go here, here, there. But in this game, for whatever, it wants you 3 spaces away. See how that works? No idea why. I just know that it does. Oh, of course. I don't need that. Okay. So we went around just to check that out. I guess if you want to know that in your next run through, if anyone's doing these, there's almost always a chest that you could do that with. So let's go back. And we definitely didn't do these 2 chests. Now, I don't... One of them might be like a... one of the shell... I think you're supposed to jump. That's what I was saying earlier. The owl beak statue, whatever thing, tells you to jump down. So I think the only way to access this is from the 4th floor that we're not on yet. And you have to jump down to that section. But is it even necessary at this point? I know we needed a key to open this, but that's just so that you can make your way around. I'm not so sure that I need it. So let's just head back and call it good enough. Yeah, in the end, I don't think I need that section, so use a hook shot. Get yourself across. Obsessively save. That's how we do things here. Yeah. So we just get to fight the boss, I guess. Alright, what do I want? I need the hook shot. Do I need the bow? Do I need the ability to jump? I guess we'll find out. Let's just do this. Oh, there's the skull dude again, the skull kid. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna make you wish you were never born. Is this an analog to the skull kid? It's just like a Stalfos kid with a flute. The chess pieces are completely different. Evil Eagle is just the name of the dungeon. That's like the softest name of, like, everyone has like a cool name, just like Evil Eagle. Chess pieces are completely different in this version. In the original, you had to throw them until they both landed face up. Yeah. So this thing, can I just chill down here and just not get hit by pointy feathers? I think you have to use your hook shot, or am I thinking of a different game? I'm either thinking of like a Twilight Princess boss, or maybe even a Majora's Mask boss, or something from Wind Waker. Don't remember. I'm losing it. I think he just glides across and you can hit him. Okay. Okay, that sort of works. This is cool, by the way. This angle is not one that you normally get. I don't remember what this was like in the original. I'm sure it was just another version of this, where you actually get to view Link not in a top-down fashion. I'm just waiting it out, but I think you have to be up on the main floor for him to decide to stop. Eventually it'll hit me. Okay. I don't know how many times I've hit him. Oh, I missed him. Now you type something. I'll have to check while I'm not being attacked by this thing. I could have sworn you could hook onto his legs and hit him. I can't be far off now. Oh, that was it. According to the guide, the skeleton's name is Grim Creeper. My energy gone. I lost. And he is riding the bird, so that's cool. Just in time for the boss. Dunk Nasty. Welcome, Dunk Nasty. You are just in time for the boss, and you have missed a hell of a dungeon, because this is the most confusing dungeon to me. With the towers that you have to break down just so you can access the top floor. That you will be lost too if the windfish wakes. Same as me, you are in his dream. Rough, man. We're all just trying to wake up from this dream. We are Link in the Matrix. This is such a cool view that you don't normally see. So, like, it is kind of cool to just view every direction. Probably better I don't see everything. Oh, that's right. You're playing through this. So, yeah, if you want to experience Eagle Tower in that way. Holy crap. I'm stalling here, and it's because all of this stuff... I'm going to shoot a bomb arrow just to see what it looks like up here in this... We never get this view. Oh, it even trailed off. It had like a parabolic arch. Let's go up. Surely that will come back down on my head. I'm just having fun over here. Here, watch this parabolic arch again. It trails off. Whoop. Just ever so slightly. What else have we not used up here? I guess we used everything else. It's just a cool view, right? You sort of see this in, was it the Angler's Tunnel? Where you can swim and fight the fish. The anglerfish. Kind of like that. So there's like 3 instances in this game where you do that. You don't have this sort of claymation digitized look. I suppose you could always come back down here, couldn't you? Can I jump off? No, I'll jump off right onto the spikes there. So that opens. Oh, we've got a 1 octave little piano here. How many octaves are we gonna hear? You got the organ of evening calm. I heard like 3 different octaves at least. in this beautiful 1-octave organ. Ocarina. The music of the ocarina leads. That's cool because I don't remember. We will make our way there. Alright, so we now have 3 of these. Why did I say 3 of these? We have 1 left. And something I never looked at, I don't know why, but this game has memories, and you can actually go back and every single one of these you can like listen to. And it gives you the locations of where you got them. Owl speech. Pieces of heart 17. Secret seashells found. And these are all pieces. So every time you play a new dungeon and you find a new room, I guess you get access to these pieces. So let's play Mambo's song. And I would like to warp to back near Mabe Village, because there's something I have never done, and I don't know why I didn't do that on this run through, but you're told very early on in the game to go to the library, which is kind of the analog to Link to the Past's the library where you get the Book of Medora, the green book. And I don't know exactly why I never did that, but I vaguely remember this accessing something that I hadn't done earlier in the game that would have been helpful, and I don't remember what it is. Let's talk to Ulrira anyway. Bring, hi, it's Ulrira. The head of the turtle is in your way. Put life into it and it will move. That's why it said Ocarina. So we went there by accident when we were trying to access the Eagle Tower. It would have been at the end of the last stream, or maybe in the middle of the last stream that I did. And we got all the way there, and it's like, what is this? And your answer was the ocarina because it livens everything up. So we already did that to the chicken to get to, or the rooster to get to Eagle Tower. Was this the library, or was it further south? Oh no, that's Ulrira himself. He doesn't want to talk to you because he's an introvert. Which way was the library? It's either... I think it's this one here. And for whatever reason, never really went there. And there's a book up there too. There we go. The Hidden Power of Color. Do you want to read this book? Okay, so this is what's cool. This is now I remember why we were supposed to come here. In the Game Boy original, which is the black and white version, or if you want to call it green and black, or whatever you want to call the old school Game Boy, the original brick. Since it was not in color, this was not a feature in that game. So they added the color dungeon, I believe, for the DX in 1998 for the Game Boy Color, and now they've added it to this. So if you don't know what the color dungeon is, that's what we're about to do, I believe. There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. So I am literally going to have to write this down because I grab my notebook here, move my stuff out of the way. Because you're going to need to know this for later. You go to the graveyard, or the cemetery, 3 up, 4 right, 5 up, 2 left, and 1 down. You are going to need access in the cemetery. I believe it's moving gravestones or something, and it opens up a path. Try with all your might, and you may open a new path. Are you worthy to receive the power of color? What's this world of color about? I need to move crap off of my desk here. Hydration, people. Maybe you should try and see. So let's read that real. The Hidden Power of Color. Do you want to read this book? Yes. There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. So yes, we're going to go to the cemetery. And then we have that pattern. And I believe this pattern changes for every time you play this game, the pattern will change. And there will be another reason to come back to the library. And there's no way of you knowing that unless you either talk to Ulrira, or back in the day it was like Nintendo Power Call Hotline. So, interesting. Every single one of these is just like a sort of a tutorial. Secrets of the Whirling Blade. Yeah, you just hold down the button. So here is the last one. Dark Secrets and Mysteries of Koholint. Do you really want to read it? Round and round, the passageways of the egg. We're going to need this for later, and I'm going to write this down now. And it's going to be passageways of the egg. This is actually going to be for our final boss, but again, you have to access this yourself when you're doing a run-through because it's different every time. Oh, I've got low battery on my controller. I may have to switch out here soon. Oh, it's okay. Left, up, right, up, right, up. Pretty sure that's different in every version that you play. All of these other ones are just regular warp points. Yeah, you have to access every one of them. Maps. It's funny how late in the game I chose to come over here, because you could do this like day 1. Yeah, alright, we don't need to read all those. You only need 2 books in here. The one telling you about the color dungeon, and the other one telling you about the passageways in the egg. So let's head over to the cemetery. Have I passed it? No, it's up. Alright, now about these gravestones. What is this passageway? Or is it something else? There's 6 over there. I don't know if any... I actually don't remember. But there's 4 over here. I meant there. 4. There's 5 over here, 6 over there, and 6 over there. So... is it one of these sides? And what was this? Because I don't remember. Okay, this was just access to some other thing. I think only one of these sections actually moves. So we're going to try this one. It's possible that it's the other side, but I don't know that yet. So these don't actually go away. Oh, they do go away. So number 3, I'm going to assume is this one. Number 4 to the right. I'm going to assume this is number 4. Okay, those don't actually move. Is it going to be a different section then? 3 up. Nope, they don't move. Or at least those don't. Bottom right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 up, 4 to the right. think I've got this all flipped around. You're saying bottom right, but bottom right of this section or bottom right of one down. The starting point is outside that perimeter. I moved the third one back down. So this one I moved the third one up. And you're saying this starting point here is a different one than what I had. None of these move. Or they only seem to move in one direction, so I messed something up. Let's come back. Maybe that will reset. It's also possible that it's just altogether a different section here. That did not reset those. 1, 2, 3. No, these don't move. I've done something weird here. And they don't move back. Let me see if I can try to reset, because something's not right. We'll go in here, and then come back outside. Let's see if we can fix what I've done. There's 4 there, 6 there, 6 up top, and 5 over here. So I'm convinced that it has to be these 5, because this is the only section that has 5. One down. I think it's literally the way I wrote them from the library. 2 left. 3 up. 4 right. 5 up. Haha. So when you write it, you have to write it literally the same way it was presented to you, which was a row of 3 columns and then 2 underneath it. If you don't, then your numbers start not in like reading order, like top down, but just completely different. So this music, I believe this music is from the original Zelda. When you go into like one of the first dungeons in the original Zelda? Or am I thinking wrong? This is some good music. This is the color dungeon. Where's the color guard? I hope I don't run out of battery while this is happening. I'll just have to pop over to my Switch and... You'll need magic powder. Okay. Say the word and I'll sell you some. Alright. I think I've got plenty. Let's go for it. Okay, simple enough. we got some magic powder anyway. We do not have a beak. Is this bombable here? Let's put a bomb here. Looks bombable. Sure was. Okay, rupees galore. Do we even need all of these? Yeah, answer yes. Always. Take all the rupees. Ooh, okay. Forgot about that. It's a flying Stalfos. Oh, is it locked? Okay. Alright, so these dudes clearly want the other side. Are you too good for your home? Playing some golf? Beak. Alright, let's go back to the beak. Because this is a thing I never do. This is a completely optional dungeon. And, I think, well, I won't say it. Try if you dare, make every tile square. What? Make every tile square. It's not talking about this room. Or is it talking about some crazy stuff happening in the other rooms? Let's just keep going this way. We have a couple of different options here. We'll just see where we end up. Okay. It's just every direction of this dungeon. Every dungeon is basically its own minigame, I guess. And you don't want to fall down. Okay, we have a key to go back to where we first came in from. Well, I guess we don't have a way back that way, so it's gonna have to be this irreversible door. Okay, that's all it was. Oh, okay. So you just fall down eventually, I guess. What are you? What a greedy fool. You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home. Okay, we got him. You gotta just combine your jumping and your sword striking to get that guy. I'm almost out of bombs. I don't want that. These guys are taking me out. There's a switch there. It's not. Better not be one of these switches that. Okay. Every direction has something new. Okay. That's why you take everything out in a room. Because you never know. A map. Should we go back? Wow. Okay, there's a lot in this dungeon. We didn't go left at all. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, so you have to make everything you have to make everything one color, essentially. But when you hit one of these, you'll find out. Okay, what did that just do? Did I just reverse it? I did reverse it. So if I hit this one, it changed everything that was diagonal to me, or everything that was up, down, left. It changed it to the opposite color, but by doing so, it changes that to the opposite color. Okay, this is like the hardest matching game you've ever played in your life. Okay. If I want those all to be red, this is going to take me a few tries. These will all be the same color. I'm so close and yet so far away, because if I hit this, then that will turn blue and that will turn blue. This is diabolical. Yeah, I'm also about to run out of battery. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. So this will change my top and bottom, and it will also change my center. This will do it. This will do it. So this will change back to blue, and then top and right will turn blue. There it was. It's crazy. It's crazy. Make every tile square. Okay. So that should have been the same as the first puzzle, and we just never did the first puzzle, but I thought maybe this one was harder. I don't have a key. Okay. So now we have to go back. Okay, we'll go down, right, up. Yeah, if you screw this up, I don't know if it resets if you leave the room or if it doesn't. And then that would make the puzzle way harder, because if you hit anything diagonal, it's kind of like, oh no. Okay, we did not go right. Okay, this is the same game as before. Everyone just wants to go back to their home. Okay. Let's go around this way. Okay, we got him. Oh. Just fall in, will you? There you go. There's the key we were looking for. So those of you who have never played the remake but have played the Game Boy version, what do you think of this dungeon? This is completely different. This is a whole new experience, right? Okay, we've got the key to go there. We also we'd have to go all the way back to get over here to go that route. So what's going on there? This is a whole thing. I don't know why I would think there are useful items in there. Okay, so this is just the way to fight the boss. So I don't have a key, so that's the only way in there. So we gotta go right, down, right, right. Right, down. Right. Right again. Those things keep hitting me too. There's only one way here. I'm assuming it's gonna be right. Right up. I don't want to leave again. Okay. think I need to fight these guys, but I don't like to leave a room unfinished. Oh hell, now there's 3 colors? No. There's 3 colors in here. Make every tile square. What's with this shape here? In the room where you made the orbs the same color, the blue orbs had squares on them. Oh. So it needs to be blue. It can't be red or yellow. And the red orbs had circles. They make every tile square. It makes me think you had to make them blue. Yep, that makes sense. I completely ignored the fact that there was anything but color, and I didn't see that there were shapes. So this is a triangle, that's a circle, this is a square. So they have to be blue. So it wouldn't be enough to get them all one color. That makes it even harder. If I had gone for red, that would not be good. Alright, we're testing. Okay, that was easy. Because the diagonals just change it in that direction. Okay, that was way easier than the room I was already in. Which is crazy. Alright. I am no weakling. Your pitiful sword is no match for me. Well, that's not good. What am I going to use? If not a sword. Okay, those things you use magic powder on. Like, for sure. Okay, that was not bad at all. Why'd I think it would be harder? I don't know. I guess it kind of is giving you individual bosses. Alright, what now? This is the type of block puzzle that I would constantly mess up in Link to the Past. Even though it's super simple. Alright, there is my dungeon key. Now, we never did the opening section. The first time where it told me, hey, these are the blue orbs or whatever. I never did that section, so let's go back and do that one. Which way was it? Those just take you around. I actually have no idea where the entrance of this... Oh, the dungeon was here. I think it was this very first room. It may have been that very first room. We just never did it. Yeah. So this... It should change everything and that'll be it. Yeah. So the first one is to teach you what the hell was even going on. And then it immediately gets harder with that one that's got 9 in it. And then you get a third color. I'm so glad I have the compass now that I'm done. Alright, so what's our path forward? Over, over. Okay, if we can go right up. Right, up, left. Left, up. Yeah, this was diabolical, like you said. Okay, I don't think I need... Unless I need, like, bombs or something crazy. I have 8 bombs. Are there gonna be bombs in here? No bombs. Okay, let's do a save. Here we go. Alright, what the hell are you now? This is safe. I'm safe. This is safe. Blue, I'm guessing, is safe. So... gonna like him when he's green. Is that what this is about? Or red? I'm sure he's about to turn red. Oh, he changed back. Okay. He's getting more and more angry by the second. So you can jump and avoid him. You can see the slash marks on him too. Step back, take your time. Are you just mocking him? He's red. He's angry now. Oh, he's done. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, what have we here? Oh, that was a cool sound. Fairy Queen, that's different. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power of color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Okay. Here's how I feel about this, because I always go in cautiously into a dungeon and I've got all my fairies and stuff. So I feel like I've never had to, yeah, my offense, definitely what I'm going for. I've never once died, but if we want to finish something faster, then red it is. Powerful red male. Are you sure you want the red male? Yes. As you wish, so shall it be. Relax and close your eyes. That was cool. I think her dress turned red as well. Was it a different color before? I will now take you outside and beat you up. Break my glass bottle. Alright, we are back outside. That was the color dungeon. So I'm assuming, well, actually I know now upon remembering, you can go back in and just change at any time. So, yeah, it looks like a Goron tunic. Except, funny enough, I made an interesting video in Ocarina of Time of why the Goron tunic is indeed the best one to wear in general. And the reason is because the code, you can buy magic powder from the guys there too. Yep. The code that was written for spike damage and walking in like where the Gibdos are, or the re-deads or gays or whatever they're called, the mummies. Those green ponds, or anytime you step in any like lava, all of that stuff in Ocarina of Time, if you're wearing the red tunic, it decides that everything is coded the same way in terms of damage. So you can literally stand on a spike or lava for like, it's like a solid 5 full seconds before you take any damage. Whereas if you're wearing the green tunic or the blue tunic, which only helps you breathe underwater, then you take damage immediately. So kind of funny that the red, I guess red is like more aggressive for offense, but in Ocarina of Time, the red tunic actually gives you a defensive buff. So, I don't know. Random stuff. I only thought of it because you said something there, Dunk Nasty. I've made shorts about that. It's especially useful in the Shadow Temple, because there are sections where there's invisible spikes and stuff. Anyway, so, where we're supposed to go, I believe I stepped on this block already, so we should be able to just use our ocarina. I'm hoping. Yeah, funny how it's opposite in different games. Yeah, I think a lot of the games will do that because they insist on. Oh no, I never opened the. I thought I opened the port that was up there. Apparently, I didn't. In which case, that just means we're gonna have to walk our candy asses up there. So let's go here because I guess this is the closest thing. So, in a lot of games, like, it starts with A Link to the Past. They teach you, you know, a habit. This game is a lot of learned habits, and then they break it in the next game. in some ways they reward you for having played old games, because I always say that Zelda games are a way of thinking. There's a logic about them that carries over to other games, even if that means you're going to change, you know, and do the opposite thing. But that also goes with things like items, which we were just talking about. So it's interesting how it works that way. So there is a long way to get up here. Alright, we're gonna use... I can't do that diagonally. We'll jump over here. And go across. That low battery thing is haunting me. I'm gonna have to switch out here in a minute. I just don't want to. Okay, did I go the wrong way? Let's go to the other side. If I have to switch out, my only other controller at the moment has some pretty ridiculous drift. So my plan here is to maybe get to the section I need to, and then we will not be starting a new dungeon. We will wait for the Thursday. So if you're new here, join me on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11:45. That is when I play these. We have a dungeon, and then we gotta wake up the windfish. I guess will be the last few things. I don't know if I'll go into like getting hearts and all of that stuff. So am I even going the right way? We came out that side, didn't we? Have I done something weird here? I feel like we just came out of this side, so no, that's not going to be the right way. Let's keep going. You have to go all the way right so that you can go left. That's kind of how this works here. Let's go this way. And the attack definitely helps. In case you were wondering, it only takes one swipe to hit those things. Alright, we need the hook shot. Oh look, there's Marin. Somebody help. Some monsters put me up here. What should I do? I'm afraid of heights. Well, that's a bad place to be. Here's a problem. I'm gonna have to hook shot through your head to get across. Oh, okay. I guess that was fine. There was a space behind her. Yeah, that was a surprise. That was the most Batman move I've ever seen. Say, JP. I don't know how to say this, but... Oi! Marin. Waving from a distance. Taryn? I like how he calls her Taryn instead of Dad. Is it Dad? I don't know. Your name's Rhyme, so I just assume that you're related. Could be uncle, I suppose. He's going all the way around. Boop. Okay. Of course, Mr. Owl is back. Does the owl have a name? It just says Owl. That girl sang her song in front of the egg. Her Ballad of the Windfish is a song of awakening. Did she actually intend to wake the windfish? The next siren's instrument is in the west. Play your melodies so the unliving stones might hear. Show your courage. The windfish waits for you. I feel like the owl is the only one who's like actively trying to be part of your subconscious, like, hey, we gotta go this way. Okay, do I jump off this thing or do I go down the stairs? No, that would be a mistake. That would take me in the other direction I don't want to go. Is that bombable? It is. Let's bomb this real quick. Do I have double power if I'm... That's crazy. I have the red suit, and I've got a power acorn. I'm like unstoppable if that's the case. Oh, there's a heart piece. Nice. How many do I have? I have 2 out of 4. Wait. Nope. Yep, that was it. Alright, if we jump down here, we're done. We're not going to be able to get back. So if for any reason this takes me down a path I don't want to go, I can hit the save feature. The load save point. Piece of power. Sorry, the red is the power. So do I have double power here? I suppose I do. Oh, frick. Come on, man. Terrible. Okay, what happens here? Do I drop down? Is that going to be a bad decision? I just came from there, didn't I? I took the stairs. No, the stairs are on the other side. Where did I just come from? Is this going to help me? Or is it going to be... Oh, I just realized something. This is the... there's 2 of these. I already did this one. Yeah, that doesn't work. I've already done this one. There's another one. If I remember correctly, it's in the forest, and I just never did it. So it's the bat that gives you... I think he increases your magic powder, and then the other one increases like your bombs or something. Which would be good just about now. But I did not do that, so... I guess we're dropping in, because I don't know where else this would go. That was legit. I've done something wrong. Or can I just go up this way? Do I now have whatever item I need to get over here? Yes, I do. Now I remember. You need the mirror shield to get across this. So that is something we didn't have before. Cool. That is all that was. And we've got a warp point. So there's one here, and there should be one over here. I don't know why that's not open, but now we have them. Oh, it's not open because this is the first time I've been across with a mirror shield. We did not have the mirror shield. Duh, I just said that. Now will Rira's just chilling here? The head of the turtle is in your way. Put life into it and it will move. So clearly we gotta play the song. The same song we used to wake up the rooster is what we're gonna need. Whoa, okay. Good old dragon looking thing, pterodactyl looking thing. Okay, so I'm assuming the Song of Soul from Mamu. So this thing gives life to things that are stone, I suppose. This looks like Trinex to me, or whatever, Trinex, whatever. It's a boss from Link to the Past. So what are we doing here? Are we bombing this thing? What do you guys think? He's gonna attack me. Oh. I'm gonna say bomb. I suppose I could also do this situation. I'm gonna wait for it to... Oh, crap. I'm so used to that being That being my jump button. We can just hit him now. I only got 4 bombs left, so... I need my jump button more than I need my bombs at the moment. There we go. Now that he can just hit the wall. Yeah. That's cool. But he's just blocking my entrance into that place. That's it. And then this should be... Oh, that didn't give me full... I didn't get full hearts. Alrighty, we are in Turtle Rock, level 8. So you guys will have to join me on the next one. Again, I play retro games. In this case, we're playing Link's Awakening, obviously. I'm playing those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. At this time, I start at 11:45 a.m. Central, so I will see you guys in that next one. I am also playing, so tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday night, I join my Halo Infinite Fire team. Yes, I know, that game is still alive. I have been playing Halo since the beginning. So as much as people will trash on Halo, I still love playing it, and I still do play it. And my fire team is full of jokesters. So you guys will want to join that if you're not doing anything. 6:45 p.m. and I usually play well into the night. So Halo multiplayer evenings on Wednesdays and retro days during Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I appreciate that, Dung Nasty. Halo is awesome. Always has been. I will die on that hill. So we will do this Turtle Rock dungeon, which I believe should be the last one. How many instruments? Yeah, there's 1 instrument left, and then we shall see what happens to the Windfish if you have never played this game. Or Dunk Nasty, you have never finished this one. I don't recall you saying if you finished the original Game Boy version. So yeah, a little bit for everyone here. So we're going to save because I will forget. And I hope you guys have a good day. I will see you in a couple of days. We will play this dungeon. See ya.